and drums. Madeline is home.
So welcome everyone. On behalf of the Lab graduates of 2015, I would like to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of the Lab Collaborative Class of 2015. I'm sure the graduates will join me in thanking all parents, lab teachers and staff, administration, friends, our family, and distinguished guests for all their guidance, support, and patience they have all shown us in teaching you how to be happy, independent, successful young men and women. Tonight is also an evening of remembrance and reflection, celebration, hard work, of course, accomplishments, and application of well-learned skills and tools that you will all carry with you on your journey beyond lab and into your bright futures. So graduates, tonight please make beautiful memories. Enjoy this evening and enjoy this huge milestone. So I guess I'll end this with a little poem. Not that great at poems, but here we go. I learned something. Graduation day is finally here, and so now ends your high school career. Always remember the friends you hold so dear, and look towards your future without any fear. This is the day you've been preparing for since the day that you walked through that lab classroom door. Now is the time to say goodbye and spread your wings. You are so ready to fly. Congratulations to all of you. And now I'd like to call up our Executive Director of Lab, Mr. Patrick Barbieri.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome to our 41st Lab graduation.
To call up Mr. Ross Barton to introduce our student speakers.
Good evening. Our first speaker, Brady Murrow.
I hope so.
Good evening, fellow. Sorry. Good evening, fellow graduates and families. When I started lab in 2008, I was a bit nervous because it was a new school for me. That didn't last long. Lab is where I met so many friends and great teachers. At Lab, I learned so much, and I think I taught a few people a thing or two about the presidents as well. I had so many wonderful teachers who, along with my family, helped make me the young man I am today. Thank you all so much. In closing, I would like to share a quote from one of my favorite presidents, John F. Kennedy, who said, "One person can make a difference, and every person should try." Congratulations Graduates, and good luck at Big 8. Good night.
Our next speaker, Alex Colonel-Oils.
Okay. Hi, my name is Alexander James Quinones, aka Q. I wanted to take a few minutes to tell you about my experience at Lab Career Directions at Minuteman High School. I first started out as a Minuteman student, but early in my freshman year, I was having difficulties with my academics classes. Thanks to Minuteman and Watertown Public School Special Education Services, they helped me transfer into Lab Career Directions. This was such a wonderful experience for me. The staff at Lab are all excellent and very helpful. They have helped me reach my goals, and at times it was hard and not always easy, but I did it. Everybody did it. I'm so grateful all the lab staff at Minuteman, like Mr. Walsh, Mr. Perry, Mr. Kimball, Dr. Goodwin, Ms. Costello, Ms. Costa, and everybody else at Lab Minuteman. I'm so thankful for all the lab, all the staff and specialists that worked with me to make me become who I am today. I've met good friends in this program too. For example, Leo Raymond, he was a mentor, he was a role model for me. He showed me around and how to get things done. Lab was like a second home for me. We are a family, we work together. I really want to give an extra thank you to Mr. Brian Walsh. You've always been a great man to me. You've taught me so much. I want to thank you for teaching me to be a better person. Thank you so much, Mr. Walsh. I'm so grateful to have been in your classes. I can't tell you how much Mr. Walsh helped me in my school life and my life out of school. One more thing, Mr. Walsh will always be in my mind, even my heart. When I go to Job Corps as a college, he was like a father figure to me. He really was. He does things that are so simple, so awesome, and stays positive in every single way. I will miss him so much when I go to Job Corps because he was just my go-to man. And I begin my career at Job Corps Tuesday, June 23rd. Thank you so much, Mr. Walsh. You rock and you're awesome. Forever. Forever. Your student, Alex James Quinones. Listening to me tonight. Be good, Mr. Walsh.
I think this is the moment we've all been waiting for. The presentation of diplomas and lab certificates for the graduating class of 2015. And the lab diplomas this evening will be Ms. Lindsay Sass, Mr. James Kelly, Mr. Tom Riley, and Ms. Diane Costello. Tonight we have students who will be receiving their high school diplomas. The first one who will be receiving his high school diploma this evening will be from Arlington, Adam Gibson. Next this evening, so proud of him, from Arlington, Sean Mucci. And receiving her high school diploma from acting, Miss Vieta Peterson. From Peabody Public Schools, receiving his high school diploma, Cameron? No. Is that you, Cameron? That's Tina. Receiving her high school diploma from Stoneham, Massachusetts, Christina Wiley. And from Arlington Public Schools, receiving his high school diploma, Joseph Woodward. And our next graduates will be receiving their certificate of completion. Our first up on deck is from Lexington Public Schools, Cameron Archambault. Public Schools, Ross Barton. From Lexington, John Hallis. And from Lexington High School, Lily Ann Holt. And from the Career Directions Program, Alex Quinones. And receiving certificate of completion from the Arlington Public Schools, Caroline Santosuaso. From Arlington, Patrick Vershbaum. Did not make it this evening. Congratulations, Patrick. Now we're at Burlington High. I have to get my glasses. 47. All right. From Burlington Public Schools, Peter Arsenal.
He was.
And from Burlington, Justin Bensanucci. I'd actually like to take a few minutes at this moment for everyone in the room to perhaps take a pause. At this time, I'd like us all to remember a student who was part of our lab community that is very near and dear to us, our own Brent McDonald. Brent was a student at the Lexington High and Burlington High lab programs who passed away in October of 2013 at the age of 20. Brent was a warm, caring young man who always had a smile on his face. He was talented, he was an artist who enjoyed drawing pictures of his many friends and teachers at lab. Brent enjoyed spending time on his iPad, making video games, and spending time with his family. Brent was also a star employee at many of our vocational sites, including Leahy Clinic and Whole Foods. Brent was a valued student at lab and has been greatly missed by the entire lab community. More than anything, Brent truly loved his mother, Gladys. We're so glad Gladys is here this evening to share in this. Gladys will now come up on stage with Kelly Sexton, who was Brent's counselor, to accept Brent's lab certificate, certainly in memory of him. If you could welcome them up to stage. And moving along, we have Bedford Public Schools. We have Nick Boyven. From Bedford Public High School, Kelsey Burke. From Bedford, Carly Morgan. And now from Belmont High School, Catherine Bussell. Also from Belmont High School, Michael Butler. And finally, last but certainly not least, Brady Marr. you dream of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams will come true. Somewhere sing on a star, looking where the clouds are flying high. The trails not like feather drops, high above the treetops. That's where you find somewhere over the rainbow, up high, and the dreams that you dream of will come
Excellent. Thought you might enjoy that. So with that, I'd like to introduce Christina Wiley again for our closing remarks. Christina?
Congratulations to the lab graduating class of 2015. Thank you everyone for coming. Just a reminder to all the graduates to return the gowns as you depart. Please join
Yeah, that's white.